Hi ladies and gentlemen, I'm Benjamin Temple. I'm doing this video more for Athearn and for my viewers. I just kind of want to see what you think about, I got some new stuff and kind of not really a product review, but a product review kind of on the packaging more so than the product itself. So we have here two products, a Berwick Bathtub Gondola, and then the which is in the Union Pacific paint scheme, and then we have the 50-foot throw Hi-Side Coal Gondola, as it's called. So what I want to show my viewer when you get it, now I've already cut, but I've actually never opened this until just now as far as pulling the cars out. So when you pull the cars out, they come individual. And the reason that I'm harping about this, Athearn, is this reasoning. You know, if I buy a multi-pack train that I'm going to run as a unit coal train, do I want them individual? I don't know about you, but this seems like kind of just stupid to me. I don't know who didn't think this through, or some hobbyist complain but you have the individual packaging, and you've got to pull the lids off, and you'll see what I'm about to show you. So they must have been listening to some video or some comment on Facebook that either I made or somebody made. Either way, does it really matter? Well, I don't think it does, but you may disagree there. Fine if you do. I mean, bear with me 1 second. I can't get the box to go back. But so they're all that way, and some of them they even go and tape them. It's funny, they have a seal on the box and a seal on individual cars, which is another thing. You got a seal on the box. Why do you need a seal on the car itself? But this extra packaging adds weight, which adds, you know, to the shipping costs. And if you're coming from China, you're probably paying extra for this. And furthermore, the reason I don't care for it is for this reasoning. Once again, like this, I'm having trouble. Of course, if I had one box, I was having trouble. Wouldn't make much difference, I suppose, in that matter. But you have to pull the top off. There's a top for every, for each individual car. Then, you know, if you're at a club or something where you gotta kind of keep all your stuff together because there's other members you got to be mindful and respectful of, so then you got to put it back in the box until you're ready to put up the unit, or the you know, the rolling stock, should I say, not really unit, but rolling stock. But this is why this is kind of a big deal to me as for this reasoning right here. I'm about to show you when I get the other box out. It seems that they must have been listening on something I had to say. So now this is the first time I haven't even cut this one open. So it still has the seal on it, but it is the Southwestern Electric Power 50-foot Hi-Side Coal Gondola. Now I've been after Athearn to do these, not this particular road name or reporting marks, but here's why this car is so important to me. This, I don't have the clippings or the newspaper, but I've showed this before. It's even on my thing. The Central Illinois Public Service had a car very similar to this. At least the ends were painted red, just like this. Everything's pretty much the same, except for it didn't have that reflective striping there, the FRA striping at the bottom. So that's something that's going to have to be removed to build or decal and model the car that I'm after to represent. But watch this. So this whole thing comes out, which I like much better. So you get one box that comes out, and here's why that is so important compared to the other deal. When you lift it, sometimes these are taped, but this comes off one piece. And this is why this is so nice, Athearn, that you did at least listen to on that. Now you got this car out, and I could just take this whole pack right here, which I think I will, just to demonstrate something. So the other cars I got to take, I got to pull a box. Then if I'm at a club and I'm trying to set up for multi-cars at once, I can just pull this off and put them on the track here, like so. And then when I get ready to, put them up, then I can do the same thing. I can just pull them off and throw them in this box. Well, maybe not literally throw them, but, put them in the box. Where the other ones, I got to open up each box and put it in the box and put the cover on. Then slide each individual box into the big box, where here I don't have to do any of that. And that's why I like this idea. That the other thing that I wanted to harp on, Athearn, I know that you said marketing, but I'm going to call bullcrap here. You went to the rapid discharge, you have 5 cars in a set. When I'm trying to build a unit coal train, 3 cars don't make a unit. Of course, anybody knows that. You have to buy multi-sets. But, you made like the Hi-Side gondolas in the UP and even the bathtub, you only made 2 3-packs in a single pack. Well, that gets you 7 cars. That don't even come close to a unit coal train. Now, I know some other people are like, well, who has the space or room to build a realistic unit coal train? It's true, I don't have the room just yet to build, the prototype as far as the layout setup, but the plan is to build that, and it's kind of hard to make that. Now, I guess if you build that in real life or for your model, well, once you get it out, you're probably not going to put it back up anytime soon. That is, if you have your own layout, you're just going to, get that out, and that's going to be that. But that is so much easier, nicer, and if you had a 5-car pack or even a 7, 10-car, like Walters did the 6-pack, which I really like even better, because then I can pull out one box. I've got 6 cars in a matter of just a little bit. And only that one, less boxes, the easier it is. I know the box is a little bigger because you got the one more car, but it's just easier to do, and I understand cars are expensive, but maybe Athearn should be looking at how can, this packaging is very expensive. I'm sure that fancy display type case can't be cheap to build boxes like that. So why don't you build boxes that would be easier to handle and get around, and maybe less plastic. Not only that, but you think about this, it'd be cheaper in shipping as well, because now you've cut down on the weight because you've got less plastic to worry about. But that's just a thought. So I'm really just doing kind of a short video here. We're going to have another video on the rest of the new stuff, and we'll talk more about the plans and things that I plan on doing. So, but anyhow, if you have any thoughts, comments, please leave a comment. If you like my video, please give it a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. We've made 163 people now. I'm hoping that maybe, you know, I can grow to 1,000 or 10,000 people. It would be nice. So I appreciate that and appreciate the comments. I also appreciate people that ask questions or have, you know, other people have even left comments with information. I appreciate that too. I thank you for helping me to learn. It's not to say that I know everything. I don't. If I did, I wouldn't be here, obviously. So thank you to my viewers and my subscribers. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.